Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the Prithviraj English Academy. In this video, we are going to discuss about 9 standards Karnataka State Boards. Chapter number 15 Sectors of the Indian Economy. Without a delay, let's start the explanation of the first part of the 9 standard textbook. Okay, from the economics. So now come to the in this unit we will come to know about the major sectors of the Indian economy, meaning and importance of the primary sector, importance of the secondary sector and classification, role of the public sector and private sector, importance of tertiary sector and Karnataka's economy. Classification of Indian economy by economic activities. Economic activities means those activities will going to generate the income. We're going to call it as a economic activities. First one is primary sector. In the primary sector will becomes agriculture, animal husbandry, fishing, forestry and mining. Secondary sector will becomes manufacturing, quarrying, construction, gas, water supply, power generation. Tertiary sector, service sectors will becomes education, banking, insurance, transport, tourism, real estate, communication, public administration, etc. will becomes in this one. So primary sector, agriculture. Importance of the agriculture and primary sector is it is the backbone of the Indian economy, provides the raw materials for the industries, provides the food for the humans and the fodder for the animals, generates the capital through farmers saving. Problem faced by the Indian farmers are it is a small and marginal land holdings are there nowadays. Rainfed cultivation, low irrigation facilities will available. Irrigation means artificially the water will going to supply to the agriculture field. Low productivity, lack of the awareness of the modern technology and exploitation by the middlemen. Okay. So some government has taken the measures, modern technology, adaptation, irrigation, subsidies, farmer welfare schemes also there. Secondary sector, industry and manufacturing. Types of the industries, agro-based, cotton, sugar, jute, forest-based, paper, furniture. Mineral-based industries are iron, steel and cement. Okay. Now come to the ownership. In this one industries we have the two types. One is public sector. Public sector means by the government, owned by the government. Okay. Private sector means owned by the individuals like Tata, Birla, Ambani. Okay. And MNCs, multinational companies operate in many countries. For example, Sony, Samsung, those are okay. Importance of the industries are higher income generation, employment creation, modernized agriculture, earns foreign exchange, promotes trade, education, transport and banking. Treasury sector as service sectors. In this one will become banking. Banking will going to accept deposits, provides loan and mediator between savers and the investors. Insurance, financial protection against risks, life and general insurance. Transport, land, water, air transport. It will going to expand the markets and the trade. Communication, postal services, internet, telecom, health will becomes improved healthcare, reduce IMR and death rates, polio eradication, education will become literacy missions, Sarva Shikshana Abhiyana, midday meal schemes will be comes in this one. Now come to the Karnataka economy. Introduction. Karnataka is the 8th largest state of the India, covering an area of the 1,91,791 square kilometers. Administratively, the Karnataka will going to divide it into 4 parts. 31 districts are there and 239 taluks are there in India. And Karnataka will be very rich in natural resources, especially the Western Ghats, coastal regions, ore deposits and diverse flora and fauna also there. These are all going to contribute to the economy very significantly. Agriculture. In agriculture, over than 52% of the population depends on the agriculture. Characteristics of the agriculture is wide crop diversification, self-sufficient in food grains but deficient in flushes production. Irrigation, 30% of the cultivable land irrigated, 70% depend on the rainfall only. Major irrigation projects of the Karnataka are Ghataprabha, Malaprabha, Narayanpura, Almaty Dam, Tungabhadra, Hemavati, Harangi, Krishnaraj Sagar, KRS Dam. Okay. Major crops, food crops, paddy, jowar, ragi, wheat, bajra, commercial crops, cotton, sugarcane, tobacco, potato, oilseeds, coffee, tea, plantations and spices, cardamom, pepper, coconut, arconate, banana are there. Okay, now come to the horticulture. Horticulture means the cultivation of the fruits is going to call it as a horticulture. Karnataka is leading state in the horticulture. It will going to initiatives by the government, area expansion, seed supply, microorganization, irrigation, pest, diseases control, post-harvest management, and Karnataka has established the Karnataka State Horticulture Development Agency only, KSHDA, and along with that it was established the NABARD also. NABARD also going to provide the credit for the crop expansion. Key crops are mango, grapes, sapota, pomegranate, and others. Floriculture means cultivation of the flowers. We are going to call it as a floriculture. Karnataka is the leading of the floriculture in India. Major flowers, floriculture growing Taluka, Devanhalli, Chikballapura, Huvira Handar, Hadagali, Savanuru. Okay. Facilities are available by the Karnataka government. Is cold storage are there, fridge subsidies for the export supports, and organizations like Karnataka Agro Industry Corporation, National Horticulture Board also there in Karnataka. Okay, Karnataka contributes significantly to the Indian floriculture exports. Now come to the animal husbandry and the dairy. Karnataka ranks 10th in India for the milk production. Milk production 11.8 million tons 2021 to 22. Livestock store share it is 6.20%. Poverty share it is 6.48% national income. Network of the veterinary centers across the state for livestock care. Karnataka Milk Federation KMF implements the operation float, markets milk and the dairy products. Fisheries resources are coastal lines. In a coastal line we have the 320 kilometers. Continent shelf is 27,000 square kilometers. Inland water it is 5.6 lakh hectares. Fishermen population it is 9.61 lakh, means 3.28 lakh marine and 6.33 lakh inland. Productions 2021 to 22 10.74 lakh metric tons. Major fishing harbors are Karwar, Tadri, Honnavara, Batkala, Ganguli, Malpe, New Mangaluru. Marine export contributes significantly to the foreign exchange. Now come to the industries. Karnataka hosts both public sectors and along with that private sectors also. Public sectors are like Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. It is the largest public sector unit in Karnataka. More than 9,500 employees are there in this one as a workers. RD in a fighter aircrafts. Others are like others public sector units are National Aerospace Laboratories. Okay, and running all. And private sectors are automobiles and engineering are there like TVS at the Mysuru, Tata Motors in Dharwada, Kirloskar, those are. IT and software, Infosys, Wipro, okay, TCS. Karnataka is known as the IT hub of India. Biotechnology, Karnataka is a pioneer, pioneer with its biotechnological policy. Now come to the banking. With the legacy of the Sir M. Visvesvaraya, established the State Bank of Mysuru in the year of 1913. Dakshin Kannada and Udupi, they both are going to call it as a cradle of the Indian banking. Canara Bank, it will going to consider as a first to sponsor the regional rural banks. Currently, the bank sectors are here. 12 public sectors banks are there, means government banks are there, and 16 are the private banks. They are going to working. Major private banks are ICI, Access, Indus, Ind, and IDBI. Okay. Tourism, regional heritage, culture, and biodiversity. It has recognized as a priority sector since 1988. Tourism will going to support to the socio-economic growth, employment for the skilled and unskilled workers, boost other sectors like transport, trade, horticulture, floriculture, etc. Power sectors, Karnataka generates the power through the hydropower, okay, thermal power, wind power and solar power. KPCL there as a Karnataka Power Corporation Limited, it will going to generate the electricity. KPTCL will going to only distribute the electricity across the state. Karnataka Power Transmission Corporation Limited. Transport, lifeline of the Karnataka's economy. Transport plays a very important role in agriculture, industry, mining, trade and services. Without efficient transport, economic development is not possible. Karnataka has a well developed road, rail, water and air transport network. Road transport, Karnataka has a wide road network connecting rural and urban areas. Acts as a basic infrastructure for people and goods movements. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana ensures the road connectivity to every village. Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation KSRTC, it is a government owned enterprise known for its efficient services. It divided into four corporations for the operational efficiency: KSRTC Karnataka State Road Transport, BMTC only Bengaluru Metropolitan Transport Corporation, NWKRTC Northwest Karnataka Road Transport Corporation, KKRTC Kalyana Karnataka Road Transport Corporation. Railways contributes to the socio-economic development and national integration. Bengaluru connects with the most Indian capital cities, upgrade with the modern stations and electronic signals. Southwestern Railway Zone headquarters is there in Hubli, and it will going to handle both passenger and as well as goods transport. Next come to the water transport, coastal line 320 kilometers. Ports are like, one is major, that is New Mangaluru port, and 13 minor ports. Among them Karwara, Malpe, Bedikere, Tadri and the Honnavara, etc. Ports will going to handle the large quantity of the imports and export. It will going to provide the connectivity to the other Indian states and foreign countries. Air transport, it is the fastest mode of the transport for the passengers and the trade. Supports the agriculture industry, IT, biotechnology and the international trade. Kempegowda International Airport, Devanhalli, Bengaluru, major greenfield airport. Other airports are Mangaluru, Hubballi, Belagavi, Kalaburgi, Shivamogga, Mysuru. Airports being developed under the public-private partnership (PP) model. Telecommunication will going to played a vital role for the modern economy and the global connectivity, opened by the public and private sectors. Publicly means government, BSNL; private, Airtel, Vodafone, Reliance, Jio, Idea. Helps in improving trade, education, e-governance and the IT enabled services. Health, Karnataka has made a major progress in public health, primary health infrastructure centers to rural and urban needs. Infrastructure by the 2021 and 22, 2,396 primary health centers are there, 9,476 sub centers are, 202 community health centers, and schemes are like Janani Suriksha Yojana, Safe Motherhood Program it is, Tai Bhagya, Maternal Health Assistant, Madilu, Post-Portum Health Kit Scheme. It is implemented by the Department of Health and Family Welfare Services. Education, economic growth of Karnataka depends heavily on its knowledge base. Significant reforms with the increased public investment in education. Institutions like primary schools, high schools, PU colleges and universities. Literacy rate by the 2011, it is 75.36%. Karnataka Knowledge Commission established to promote the higher education, bridge the gap between education and the industry service sector needs. equips students to meet global challenges. Conclusion, we have transport ensures the smooth functioning of the agriculture, trade and industry. Telecommunication integrates the Karnataka with the global networks. Health sector ensures a healthier, more productive population. Education reforms provide skilled manpower and the innovation. Together, these sectors form the backbone of Karnataka's economic development, working hand in hand to build a modern and progressive state. I hope, my dear, you understood the explanation of this lesson. If you have any doubt, any suggestion, then please comment and like and subscribe the channel and share this video among your friends. Thank you so much for watching this video, my dear. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.